Hey guys, Auspicious Sauce here, and welcome to episode 72 of the Berlin Dynamo series. Today's episode, as you can tell by the title, we are looking for revenge against Bayern Munich. They absolutely smashed us the last time we played them. I think they beat us 4-1. So we've got a lot to do against them here today in the DFB Pokal third round. And then we've also got another away game against Wolfsburg in the league. So two very sort of tough games that we really need to win. Basically, there's no real other option. We'll go to the league table here and we'll get into the fixtures. Once again, I'll bring the face cam down the bottom. We're currently in 7th place, which is better than we were last episode. We've had some decent results. I think the last 2 games we've actually been pretty bad. I think we've had a draw and a loss, so we'll go over those in a second. But we're back up to where we sort of need to be. We've got a 3-point gap on Mainz, who are in 8th place. And then we're only 3 points behind Gladbach and to a lesser extent Schalke. So we're only essentially 3 points behind 6th place. If that makes sense. So yeah, we're looking okay as far as the league table goes. We're starting to sort of come back to where we need to be. I'll go over the recent fixtures. Of course, last episode was the unfortunate loss to Newcastle at St. James's Park, and then the 2-1 victory over Gladbach. We followed that game up with probably the best win I think we've had of the series. A 6-2 victory away from home against Borussia Dortmund. As you can see, we absolutely smashed them. Traore opened the scoring, Perez with an assist. We then had Dusak get his second goal. He scored last episode. Got to remember that. He scored that penalty. Gel had a goal. Nagtagal had a goal with a Pavicic assist. Gel then got himself another goal with a Traore assist. And then Perez managed to get on the score sheet as well for our 6th goal. And Traore, 9.7 match rating, man of the match, 1 goal, 2 assists. Honestly, he was perfect this game. I couldn't really say anything else. We were so clinical. So clinical. It's frustrating that we can score 6 goals against Dortmund, and then in other games we fail to score whatsoever, in my opinion, against lesser opponent. It's very weird. Anyway, they got 2 goals for themselves in that one. But what a win. What a big win coming off last episode. Unfortunately, we could only follow that up with a 1-1 draw against Olympiacos in the Champions League. I was a little bit frustrated with this one. This was a very sort of similar game to Newcastle, if that makes sense. Albeit Olympiacos are a lot worse than Newcastle. But we took the lead through Gel, Dusak with a nice assist in midfield. And then they got a penalty, and it finished 1-1. Very frustrating. Very frustrating indeed. And that actually knocked us down out of the automatic spots. Actually, I think we were already out, actually. But that kept us where we were. I think the Newcastle result put them above us and put us below. If I'm remembering correctly. It was only about 2 hours ago. Yeah, we followed that up with a 3-1 victory back in league action. Berlin Derby against Hertha. They opened the scoring in the 4th minute. Luckily, we got a goal back in the 10th. Through Perez with a Nagtagal assist. Benderek got himself a goal on the stroke of half-time. And then Padaruth, who I think played in midfield. I think I brought him on for Dusak. I'm pretty sure I did. I think I brought him on there. Nagtagal getting a red card in the 92nd minute, which was very frustrating. But a 3-1 victory. And we actually followed that up with another 3-1 victory, this one coming in the Champions League. So Perez once again on the score sheet, and once again with a Nagtagal assist as well. Traore, the left back, again on the score sheet. He's had a few goals this season. And then Gel rounding us off with a 3rd goal. They did get one back, but it was only their 2nd shot on target. As per usual, nice and frustrating. We returned back to Bundesliga action. Could only manage a 2-2 draw. This is again another frustrating sort of loss of points. Albeit a very even game, they did edge us in possession, as most sides do. We're sort of a very lackadaisical midfield team. We're very attacking, so we often find ourselves, I guess, being dominated to a certain extent. Anyway, they opened the scoring just before half-time. We got a goal back on the other side of half-time through Dukic. Traore with another assist. I'm very glad I gave him that 5-year contract. He's actually performing in the league for us. And then, yeah, Gel got himself a penalty, scored it. And then only 4 minutes later, who's been a big thorn in our sides for many years, especially going back to the 3 Bundesliga sort of era when he was banging goals in, and then obviously 2 Bundesliga a few seasons ago going up against Cologne as well. A player that good should probably be scoring more goals per season, even in the Bundesliga. I think he's a really good striker. 30 years old now, though, in the game. Of course, we're in 2034, so he's getting on a bit. Anyway, got an equaliser for them, and the most recent game just played, very disappointing, albeit against first-placed Freiburg. They beat us 1-0 at home. So there you go. Barcola getting the only goal of the game there, and then Puljic coming up with an injury, which I believe is going to keep him out for 8 weeks, potentially. Let's have a look. Oh, it's only 2 weeks, so it might have only been, I think it was 4 weeks originally. But yeah, some bad performers out there. Meljez 6-6, Ramadi 6-6. Every attacker was pretty bad. Dusak was pretty bad. Gavidel with a 6.1. Perez actually is out with an injury himself. And I believe that was sort of at the same time. So he's probably got about another 2 weeks to go as well. It gives Gavidel the chance to actually get some first-team game time. But then he gets a 6.1 and misses countless amount of chances. It's very frustrating. Anyway, let's get into the lineup here. Obviously, Meljez in goals. The only change to the back line that's sort of a normal back line is Ramadi coming in for Puljic, of course, with that injury. Ramadi is a bit hit and miss. Adida Saikan as well at the moment. It's not too solid defensively either. I'm going to go with Regragui in midfield along with Dusak. Dusak's performing better than Dimitriev. I'm having a mind blank. Dimitriev, which is frustrating because he's on paper a very, very good player, but he's just not performing well. Reguagui's going to come in against Bayern Munich. Unfortunately, we've got a few injuries to wingers. So obviously Pavicic is also out at the moment. He's going to be out for 2 months. Aponza's sort of just coming back from his injury. And then obviously Perez being injured as well. Currently got bids in for Jakobsen, so he's probably going to be leaving the club in January as well, which is a good thing. So Dukic is going to start on the left-hand side. Benderek's going to start on the right-hand side. I did actually bring up Marko Mikanovic. I brought him up from the under-19s. He doesn't have any potential, so he's essentially not going to really develop. I just sort of needed a backup for the bench to play on the wing. Langfeld could kind of play there on the right-hand side, but Mikanovic can sort of play both sides realistically. Anyway, and yeah, starting up top, Gavidel and Gel. So we'll see how we go. I want a bit of revenge. Do I realistically think we're going to get revenge? Probably not. It's Bayern Munich. We're away from home, albeit it is the DFB Pokal third round, so it's a cup game. They're going with Drocon again, the French goalkeeper. He plays like an absolute world-class goalkeeper every time we verse him. Every time. And he's not that good. He's really not. Other players to mention, Zaire Emery. Feng Yang is that, I believe he is Chinese-German maybe. Very, very good player, world-class midfielder. They've got Arnold, who's an absolute beast. They got Schelder up as well. They've got some good damn players. They're too good. They're better than us at the moment. Albeit, give us 2 or 3 more seasons, and I think we'll be up there with the likes of Dortmund, Gladbach, Bayern. Maybe not Bayern, but close to being on their level potentially. Anyway, we've got a corner here. Dukic. Goes short to Gavidel. Gel. Ooh, that could have been a nice little shot there. Could have been a nice little shot indeed. Alrighty. Corner for Bayern. Ooh, almost goes in the back of the net. Can we get it clear? We can. A little bit frustrating. Dukic coming forward now. Gavidel. We were on a counter-attack. And now Bayern are coming forward yet again through Martinez. We're sort of dealing with it, which is good to see. I'm just not confident, especially when Bayern are attacking and attacking. And they've had 5 shots already. We're 20 minutes in, albeit we had 4. So, I don't know, maybe we are sticking with them today. You've always got to be sort of careful when they have Arnold up top. He is a world-class German striker. Very good player. I mean, we're approaching half-time. Free kick here for Bayern. Headed over by Hoyt. And we're still in it. Alright, 30 seconds of first half stoppage time left to go. Out to Martinez. They've probably got a player over here. Zaire Emery cuts inside. Ooh, and he just misses the target. I thought that was going to be a goal. Shelder up with a corner. Martinez on the edge of the box. Hits the post. We are very lucky to still be in this game at the moment. Ooh, that could have been a penalty. It wasn't, but it very well could have been. All right, I'm going to tell the boys I'm actually disappointed because we need a bit more possession. 70 to 30% at the moment. And if we don't have the ball, we're not going to score. So hopefully here we go. Bednarek inside the box. Good pass. Oh. I mean, even that looked like a bit of a penalty. Gel almost getting on the end of it. Apparently it was intercepted. Nagtagal out of position. It's frustrating. Got suckered in there by Yang Feng. Oh, it's a good ball. That is a good ball. Very good save there from Meljez. You can just sort of see the level of quality that Bayern have. It's a step above us, without a doubt. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Oh, Dusak. Why did you have to do that? It's not a penalty? Hands down, thought that was a penalty. If that was me, I would be pissed off. I mean, I don't really have a lot of options, to be fair. I'm going to take Dukic off for Langfell and then swap him and Bednarek around. And then Dusak for Dmitriev. We'll do that. We'll go with that. Double change. 1 attacker, 1 midfielder. I mean, Reguagui's on a yellow card. Maybe I should have done him potentially, but I don't know. Dusak, he looked like he was about to give a penalty away. No, I really don't. I don't want to give them a free opportunity for a goal, if that's, I mean, they've scored there. Yang Feng, world-class midfielder. I didn't want to give him a free goal. I mean, if Dmitriev's going to change anything, probably not. It's probably going to make things worse, but it is what it is. He's already picked up a yellow card. He doesn't even have a match rating yet. Kaya guard, free kick goes over, luckily. And we're still only 1-0 down. It's only 1. Let's encourage him. I mean, it's going to suck if we get knocked out because we are the current cup holders. I mean, Bednarek's on a 6-1. This is frustrating. And now Gel's injured. Injuries are absolutely crippling us at the moment. we're in trouble. I mean, the winter break is coming up. I think we have one more game left. It might actually be the next game. I haven't kept a close eye on it. So we might actually have a pretty decent break between this game and next game. Well, for you guys, it'll be nothing, but for me, it might be quite some time. And there we go. Time has ticked away very quickly, and it's a 1-0 loss. It's much more respectable than our last game against them. I'm just very frustrated with the performance of a few players out there. We've been dominated. We've had 2 shots on target. Bednarek's been dreadful. Adida Sycan has been terrible as well. Meljez, the only shining light, was actually man of the match, which is ridiculous, but anyway. And we find ourselves knocked out of the DFB Pokal alongside Dortmund, who were just eliminated by Schalke. Yeah, I mean, Yang Feng got man of the match, but our best player was Meljez. And yeah, we will not be retaining our DFB Pokal trophy. So that kind of sucks. 3-week injury there for Gel as well, our top goal scorer. Gavidel's now on a goal drought as well. Got to love that. And it's not. Wolfsburg is actually our last game prior to the winter break. It's interesting to look at that because Freiburg obviously in first, Dortmund are in Bayern Munich are in second. We're just versed both of them, and we've lost 1-0 to each of those teams. So we're really not that far off being, one of the top teams in the league. It's an interesting thing to think about. Anyway, I'm going to skip forward the 3 days, and I'll join you guys back for the lineup against Wolfsburg. All right, so let's get into the lineup. We need to win this game, basically. So there are a few tired players out there. Dukic, Nagtegal, Adida Sycan. Even Traore is pretty fatigued out there as well. Gavidel, also fatigued. I'm going to play them because obviously we've got the injury crisis at the moment. If we go down here, it's pretty evident. We've got Pavicic, Gel, Aponza, and Perez all injured. Pulic as well. The defense I'm not too worried about. But I'm very worried about the attacking prowess. We're going to have to play Langfell today. So, yeah, it's a bit of a worry because I feel like we don't really have enough sort of attacking firepower. And Gavidel's also in a goal drought at the moment as well. Bednarek's been pretty dreadful. I think he's only got 1 goal this season. So, yeah, the goals are pretty hard to come by right now. But let's just get into it. The only change is really in midfield with Dimitriev coming in for Dusak, purely for the fact that I think he played terribly last game and almost gave away a penalty. So hopefully Dimitriev will play a little bit better today, and hopefully we can get 3 points and send ourselves into Portugal for the mid-season training camp with a win. With a win and all 3 points. All right. Wolfsburg with a corner first. Don't like that first highlight going to them. We sort of clear it away. Kaminsky's got an easy shot and he's got an easy goal. Oh, it's a bit frustrating. It's a bit frustrating. Like, just my best players are not here, and we're struggling because of it. We've given away a penalty. Come on, what are they doing? Honestly, was that Traore? I think it was. He's been one of our best players, and he's given away a penalty in that regard. We're already 1-0 down, so basically we've pretty much thrown the game away. Meljez, massive save. Thank you, Meljez. The only damn shining light in this team at the moment with all these injuries. mean, he's improving a lot. His stats are starting to go through the roof. But he's just not scoring. He's not getting it done. I need to maybe look at some more player traits for him, I think. There's something to help him out a little bit. Anyway, Bednarek with a nice little interception there. Coming forward, goes out wide. Probably should have just kept running through the middle. He doesn't have the pace though, does he? Gavadel out to Traore. We've got a man over. Terrible cross, man. Oh, it's so frustrating. Dukic. Rigwawi goes to Bednarek. Bednarek scores. Thank you. I need you to do more of that. We get the equaliser a minute before half-time, essentially. Oh. Very frustrated. The defence today, just not good. Not good whatsoever. Which is strange, because usually the defence has actually been pretty well. Pretty good. Pretty well. They've been good. Alright. Time's starting to tick away. We've only got 30 minutes left. And Wolfsburg are coming forward yet again. Although Nagtegal does actually win that ball. I like that. Go back to him. There we go. He's on a yellow card. I did a Sycan's on a yellow card as well. A little bit nerve-wracking. Gavadel. He gets his goal. Get in. No, don't do it to him. Don't you dare. Let him have his goal. He's onside. Please. Yes. Get in there. Gavadel finally breaks his dry streak. Gets himself a goal. Both centre-backs on 6.3s. Love that. Gavadel's also on a yellow card. That's fine. I'm going to tackle harder off both of these two at the back. I mean, Traore's out on his feet. I might sub him off. I'm thinking Dukic as well. Yeah, we'll go Dukic for Jakobsen. I mean, Jakobsen's... He can't play there, essentially, but he's a left-footed player, so at least being on the left side. I know he's an inside forward role that he's playing today, but... Oh, come on. Don't do it to me. Not like that. What's with this comedic defending? It's like a damn comedy show. It's laughable. It's frustrating. That's what it is. We're 2-1 up, and we're like almost wanting them to score another goal. That's how I feel like the team's playing at the moment. Come on, boys. Let's go. Win that ball back. I mean, Wolfsburg sort of just playing with it. We almost got the ball there through Dmitriev. Ooh, Rigwawi actually steals it. You up to Gavadel. Nagtegal. Oh, nice ball to Montero. Should have been a goal. Good save by the keeper. I mean, I don't think Montero's attacking stats are as good as his defending stats. I think he doesn't have much by the way of finishing or composure. And Wolfsburg are coming forward yet again. Although, I think, yeah, Jakobsen's actually stolen that. Langfell. No, Dmitriev with a nice little ball. Actually giving us possession. All right, Jakobsen with a good cross. Bednarek. Get in there, Bednarek. Thank you. Finally, he's actually played a good game for once in his career. I shouldn't say that. Once this season. He's had a decent career with us. One of our better signings. 3-1 to Berlin Dynamo. Thank you. 7.9 for Melges as well. If he doesn't save that penalty, we lose this game. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Get in there. Exactly what we needed, man. I'm actually really happy with that. It was getting very dicey there. Would have been 3 losses in a row. Would have been quite bad. And it keeps us in 7th place, which is needed after that loss in the last game. All right, not a bad place to be. Not a bad place to be. Bednarek, man of the match. Probably the best 550k I think I've ever spent. Just saying. But yeah, we're going to praise him, and I think we're going to end the episode. So we're going to end on a pretty high note. We didn't get revenge today against Bayern, but we won our league game, which is probably the more important thing at the moment, I feel like anyway. We've got Schalke up next after the break. It's going to be a tough game as well. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the episode, drop a like. I know I was a bit negative during that Wolfsburg game. We just did not start very well. But we won the game, nevertheless. So I'm happy with that. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's still about 60% of you guys. You watch the videos, but you're not actually subscribed to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. I love seeing the community sort of grow and become bigger. And it does, like I said, it means a lot. It means a lot. Anyways, as always, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you next episode.